But for now, JoyNews investigations have uncovered breast cancer patients at the radiotherapy unit of Ghana's two main referral hospitals are made to pay some unapproved fees before being administered a life-saving drug. An agreement signed between the government of Ghana and the Swiss-based pharmaceutical company Roche in 2018 provided breast cancer patients with treatment drug called Herceptin, now at no cost, but the radiotherapy units of the two hospitals are billing the patients for facility user development fund and chemotherapy fees before they are administered the drug. Investigative journalist Kritinati reports the hospitals are making up to 300 cedis per vial of Herceptin administered to the patients.
Today when I'm here, they are telling me that to pay 250. That's why I'm surprised.
Vida, not her real name, is a middle-aged woman battling breast cancer. Her biggest worry now is she spent all her savings battling the disease. Now her business is on the verge of collapse.
All my money is finished. So yesterday when I came, they told me that the money is covered for insurance. So I'm glad that my money is working for me today. They told me that to pay the 250.
It's Vida's fifth time at the radiotherapy unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. She's being asked to pay 250 Ghana cedis before she's given medication. Even though she's covered under the National Health Insurance Scheme, she will not be administered the Herceptin injection until she pays the money. She's issued with an invoice containing facility user fees and chemo. The Global Cancer Incidence, Mortality and Prevalence, Globacan, estimates that 16,000 cases of cancer occur annually in Ghana. In 2018, the Ministry of Health and the Swiss-based Roche Pharmaceuticals signed an agreement aimed at making Herceptin free for breast cancer patients under the National Health Insurance Scheme. Country Director of Roche, Philip Addison, said the partnership between government and the Swiss company was to eliminate the cost barriers faced by breast cancer patients in Ghana.
What we had given the government was supposed to be completely reimbursed by the NHIS, so that patients would not have to pay, so that money would not be a barrier for any woman or any patient who would need Herceptin for breast cancer.
But JoyNews checks reveal since November last year, health officials at the radiotherapy unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital have charged patients 3 different unapproved fees before administering the Herceptin injection. In one encounter, 2 patients were charged separate amounts, 250 Ghana cedis and 200 Ghana cedis. On the 14th of November last year, before assessing breast cancer medication, these monies were meant for facility user fees and chemotherapy, though none of the patients was offered chemotherapy. One of the patients we have decided to call Veronica said she sought explanation from the authorities at the radiotherapy unit of Kolebu on why she was charged for a treatment which was meant to be free. She was told the money was meant for consultation. She says,
there is another one looking at your condition. There's an injection they give you, and for that one, NHIS covers it, but they still let you pay some amount to cover parts.
If NHIS covers it, then it suggests that you don't have to pay anything. Have you asked them why they are making you pay when it's supposed to be free?
When you ask them, they tell you the radiotherapy unit is not, they don't take NHIS. So for their consultation and other things, you have to pay for it.
I have seen on the receipt that there is a do they conduct chemo on you?
No.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Daniel Asari, says his office isn't aware of these charges and has not sanctioned them. But head of the radiotherapy unit of the hospital, Dr. JoyNews, tells us the patients are not supposed to pay these fees. The discrepancy was caused by delays in relaying the information to the facility not to charge breast cancer patients after government entered the agreement with Roche to absorb the cost related to breast cancer treatment in July last year. We began the investigation into the payment of these unapproved fees in November 2019. It means this delay Dr. Yani talks about has persisted for 5 months while patients were paying monies they weren't supposed to. Next, we traveled to the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, to ascertain how the free breast cancer care program was being run there. We met Ajua Kunedu, not a real name. She's one of the breast cancer patients assessing care at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. She was charged 60 Ghana cedis for breast cancer treatment.
And I must say I'm warm and then a bomb misrim. And I know send a boarding pa and this are buying now boy. I must have any day and Jessica. And Jessica, now what you mean, Sabia, Namako. Now what you mean,
the Obia and Jews sky a fapani and now.
That's what they be. And not tell me when you food that me chat 10 city. Me chat 10 city. Now me call pan and son me chat 20 city. And I son a 3 weeks in the best of the 3 days time, son at 3 weeks in a son, I'm a call lab. And me chat 30 city. I'm medical. It's a medical chair doctor. We are son. Ya want me pan and so.
Ajua Kunedu was also not supposed to be charged these fees under the existing agreement. A report on the implementation of the project to include the Herceptin injection on the medicine list of the National Health Insurance Scheme added the injectable at a reimbursable cost of 3,914 Ghana cedis to radiotherapy units of Kolebu and Kath. Sources at the National Health Insurance Authority tell us these units of the hospitals make 300 Ghana cedis in excess profit per vial of the Herceptin injection they administer to breast cancer patients. Head of the oncology department of Kath, Dr. Osebonsu, disclosed the monies charged to breast cancer patients would go into the unit's development fund. Clinical oncologist at Kath, Dr. Francis Margaret Williams, sheds more light on the rationale behind the fees charged breast cancer patients.
Every time a patient comes in to see a doctor, as in for a consultation, we have what we call a ward fund. The ward fund is meant to manage the place. As in, you come, you want to use the washroom. After using the washroom, you need soap to wash your hands, some tissue, leave a light bulb.
And so that's our latest investigative piece by Kwitinati. Now, we're joined via WebEx by Dr. Joel Yani. He's Director, National Center for Radiotherapy, Oncology and Nuclear Medicine at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Thank you very much, sir, for your time here on Newsdesk. Doc, you said that Kolebu has stopped charging the facility user and chemo fees. Hello, Dr. Yani. Dr. Yani, can you hear me, sir? All right, so we'll try and correct that the sound challenge there, so we can have Dr. Yani speak to us on this the story that we just brought to you, our latest investigative piece by Kwetenate, and that is we have uncovered that the breast cancer patients at the radiotherapy units of Ghana's 2 main referral hospitals are made to pay some unapproved fees before being administered a life-saving drug. An agreement between the government of Ghana and a Swiss-based pharmaceutical company, Roche, in 2018 provided breast cancer patients with a treatment drug called Herceptin at no cost. But the radiotherapy unit of the 2 hospitals are billing the patients for facility user development fund, that's when you go to Konfuanoche, and also chemotherapy fees before they can receive the essential drug. And Kwetenate brought you details there. We understand the hospitals make up to 300 cedis per vial of Herceptin administered to the patient. The Kolebu Teaching Hospital has an intervention, and Dr. Yanni will be joining us again via WebEx to give us that clarification. This morning after we aired the story, we got word from them that they would want to clarify some bits of information put out there. And we will be joined by Dr. Yanni, who is head of the unit. Dr. Yanni, thank you very much once again for joining us here on Newsdesk.
Right.
Great. It's good to have you now. So we understand that you have an intervention on the story that we put out this morning.
Yes, I do.
Can you go ahead, sir?
Right. Herceptin was introduced in the country, let's say about 7 years ago, but it has been used for a long time worldwide. Okay. And it is free in some jurisdictions.
Okay.
Including some.
We advocated for it to be free here as well. And through the advocacy and with cooperation from Roche Pharmaceuticals, we set out the modalities for it to be given for free. And indeed, it is free. The cost per vial is 6,800, and you require 17 doses. So for the full course, it takes about a year. It's about 100,000. And now it's given to patients for free. So I was a bit taken aback with your documentary.
So we have not said that you're selling the drug Herceptin to patients. That is not our story. Our story is that you are charging them fees, unapproved fees, which makes it almost impossible for them to be administered with the drug. And I'm talking about, in your case, which is Kolebu Teaching Hospital, we are looking at the facility user fee and also chemotherapy fee. And so that is the story we put out there.
Right. Chemotherapy is not for free. Indeed, the Herceptin, the form which was used for about 7 years was IV4. Patients, the nurse who is administering has to wear a coverall, mask. It comes in IV fluids. There are other costs attached to it. And the Herceptin is also not given alone. It is given with other drugs, which may not be free. So even though the drug itself is free, there are service charges.
Our understanding with the documents that we have from Roche, the agreement, it says that you make up to 300 cedis on every vial you administer, and that is also confirmed by the National Health Insurance. And those monies are supposed to take care of the other expenses that come with the administration of the drug. And so why are you charging anything at all?
Yes, exactly, that's what happens. The service fee. Service fee to cover the things that we have to use to give the drug.
Yes, but patients are not supposed to bear the cost of that per the agreement.
So it should be borne by who?
By government. The NHIS, government, through the NHIS.
Up to now, that is not happening. So the service...
And so Dr. Yanni, you are not denying that you are charging these amounts. Your reason is that government is not giving you the monies as expected.
My reason is that it's service fee.
It is service fee, but you're not supposed to be charging.
So who covers the cost of the coverall?
So government is supposed to do that, and I suppose that you're supposed to go through your administration, through the NHIS, to make sure that the monies are paid. Have you done that?
We do not receive any money for that. It's service fee, and that is what is charged for it.
You are saying that you are not receiving monies. I just wanted to get it clear. Are you aware that you are not supposed to be charging in the first place?
And we are not charging for the drug.
We are not saying that you're charging for the drugs. What we are saying is that the other costs that come with the administration of the drug is supposed to be taken care of by government through the NHIS. You're supposed to be making 300 cedis more from administering the drug, and that is supposed to take care of these facility fees, chemotherapy, and all of that. That is the agreement.
It is not exactly so.
So what is the situation there?
When acceptance is given, what you are saying is partly true. Like when the acceptance is given with another drug.
Which other drug is this?
It's called paclitaxel.
Okay.
And the paclitaxel may or may not be on the health insurance. The supply is a bit erratic. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not on. So the situation is not as simple as that.
And how much do you charge per that?
Hello?
How much do you charge for this extra medicine that you administer alongside with Herceptin?
I don't know exactly, but it is billed by people involved.
You do not know how much you charge for that?
Pardon?
You do not know how much you charge for that?
I don't know exactly how much. It's around that.
But are you charging facility user fee? Are you charging for chemotherapy as well?
Yes, we charge for facility user fee.
How much do you charge for facility user fee?
It varies. It depends on what the patients use. You need gloves. You need a coverall. You need a face mask. You need IV fluid. So depending upon what you use, it is covered.
Can you give us a range?
It may range from about, let's say, 150 to about 250.
150 to?
About
250.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the point we are making, that just last week we spoke to a patient who was charged up to 50 cedis for chemotherapy. There was another one before that who was charged 250, okay, for facility user and also for chemotherapy. The point we're making is that you're not supposed to be charging for these because you make up to 300 cedis when you administer the vial to these breast cancer patients, and that is supposed to be taken care of.
Taken care of by who?
I've made the point already, by government, sir.
We are running a service, and we need this accoutrement. At the time of service delivery, we need to give IV. At the time of service delivery, a cannula is used. At the time of service delivery, if at the time the drug is not available, it has to be bought, not the effect, the other one. So now, there are costs involved that has to be covered.
Now the NHIS boss says the fees you are charging are unapproved, and this is Dr. Selby. How do you react to that?
He hasn't proven that it's unapproved.
She hasn't proven that it's unapproved?
No.
You are doubting the NHIS boss?
Yes.
Very well, sir. I want to thank you for your time here on Newsdesk. That is Dr. Yani. He heads the radiotherapy and oncology unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. He hasn't denied that they're charging some extra fees from administering Herceptin to breast cancer patients, except that he's saying that these fees, these monies which are supposed to be taken care of government, are not being provided or released as expected. I will be bringing you more on this story by Kwete Nate in our subsequent bulletin.